Soon, 18 contestants will enter Camp Kindle. They will compete in a grueling competition. It'll test them both physically and mentally. They will have to bond prior to voting each other out. It'll be hot, it'll be tough, it'll be a certainly draining competition. Welcome everyone to Stranded Water Valley.
Earlier on in the day, our contestants were divided into 3 tribes: Burberry, Burnstick, and Fallen Timber. Before we get into our challenges, let's meet our tribe members.
I'm Austin. I'm a student and business owner. The whole game plan going into this is kind of just to become friends with everyone and just get my voice heard in all the conversations. I don't want to be left out of any of the conversations here, so I want to be part of the main group and just make sure that I'm always within the group that wants to vote somebody out.
I'm Susan Berg. I'm a branch manager for TD Bank, and I really don't have a strategy. I just want to win. That's my strategy, to win every challenge.
My name is Siena Holden. I work in the arts as a front of house manager, and my strategy for this game will be to first ally myself with key members of my tribe, but also scope out kind of the outsiders of the other tribes. So then once we merge, at whatever point that is, I'm ready to reel those people in and bring them onto my team. But I started out by just being nice to everybody, so that's my strategy.
My name is Jacqueline Height. I am an executive assistant in a private equity firm, so I am a professional cat herder as my trade. I don't have a whole lot of strategy. My goal is to not complain out loud for the entire challenge, and I just hope I make it as long as possible. That's it.
Hey, my name is Etienne. I'm a first grade teacher here in Calgary, and before coming here I kind of had a kill list that I wanted to do, and it ended up being screwed up already because all the people I want to eliminate are not in my tribe. So I'm gonna try to win as much as possible until the tribes merge, and then I'll be able to get through my agenda.
Hi, I'm Neil Zeller. I'm a photographer in Calgary. It's obviously my first time at Stranded Water Valley. I think it's everybody's. It's exciting. I thought I would be less anxious about it, but I'm very anxious about this whole game. I found out on the trip out here that I'm the oldest one as well, so basically I'm Rudy now. If anybody who's old enough to remember Rudy, that's me now. I could probably also pass for Rupert.
I'm Sarah. I work for Discovering Choices High School as an instructional support worker. And I think my strategy is hopefully to outwit people because I don't think I can outplay or outlast them.
My name is Katie Gambetta. I work for NMAX and I'm a project scheduler. My strategy would be to use my social skills to the best of my ability. And I'm super excited for the challenges and to meet everyone that I'm staying with here. And hopefully I last the first night.
Hey, I'm Paul. I work at a company called Aerotech and I work in staffing and recruiting. I think that it's kind of a fallacy to go into this game with a game plan because things are going to change on a dime, so it's really no purpose in doing so. It's going to be nice to people, and then I'm going to probably backstab 8, 9, 12, 15 of them. All these waste mans.
All right, I'm Justin. I run my own adventure travel company called Wild Mind Travel. My strategy for the game, you know what? I didn't really have much of a strategy. I guess I'm sort of just watching and feeling people out. There's already some strategy talk, so I guess I'll just kind of play along and not sort of cause too much drama.
My name is Samantha Way. I work at the Rocky View Hospital as a physiotherapy assistant. My strategy for the weekend is to make friendships and try to outwit and outplay everyone. I think I'm going to be a very strong competitor, so I'm just going to go on that.
Hi, my name's Joel Bray. I run a financial planning company in Calgary, and what I'm most excited about for this weekend is just going through the different challenges and trying to be in the final-ish, maybe at the end.
My name is Ashley. I'm a project admin for an oil and gas company, and I'm trying to listen and watch everybody right now and kind of see where everyone's kind of clicking
and trying to build alliances from there and see where I go.
So my name's Carrie Rycroft. I'm recently graduated from school to be a teacher. We'll be leaving to China in a couple weeks. And I'm hoping that I don't get voted out first, but if I do, I do.
So my name is Karina and I'm a branch manager at TD Bank. So it seems like a lot of people are concerned about TD Bankers this year, so I just introduced myself that I'm a homemaker. So we'll see how that's gonna play, but I guess no strategy is my strategy. We'll see what's gonna happen.
So my name's Mateo, and I'm a financial planner by day, dinosaur by night. And my game strategy is, I don't know, I'm pretty friendly, but I'm also pretty physical, so I'm hoping people can make friends with me, seeing my strong suits, so that will be my strategy. That's it.
All right, hi, my name is Katie Risden. I work as a recruiter in downtown Calgary, and my main plan for the game is to play it kind of low-key, make a few decisions when I can, call some shots, but don't be too prominent in the game, but don't be lying too low either, and I really hope it works.
Hey, so my name's Ryan Madley. I work for TD Bank. I've been there about 12 years now. My strategy for the game is really just to survive. So outwit, outlast, outplay, I think is the survivor motto. We'll try to do a little of that along the way. So,
With our tribe members introduced, let's dive right into our first immunity challenge, sponsored by World Health. The team that arises victorious will claim immunity for their tribe, resulting in the 2 losing tribes having to attend tribunal.
go!
Go,
okay.
Neil got the first one in.
Paul powering through like a champion. Jackie, watch the bucket when you place it in there. It's moving! It's moving! It's moving! It's moving! All right, guys. Tough challenge. Congratulations, Bearberry. This is yours right here for you. Good, Jackie. Your immunity idol. Good job, guys. This game is going to get tough and mentally draining on you quite fast. I will see you all soon. Head to your camps.
Thank you.
Do you want to dish that?
For sure. The only thing, so...
We're going to pick out flowers.
Oh yeah, we'll decorate it.
We'll decorate it.
What are you doing?
Golden.
So we only are going the other way, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because there's two.
So who are the strong ones over there?
Katie.
So,
What do you mean, physically, or
They're
like-
just the ones who seem like leaders on the groups. So Katie.
Sam.
Socially.
I think Sam.
Sam's obviously Sam.
Yeah. Joel. Did you see how he organized that whole game?
Sure.
Yeah.
I think Mateo's going to be...
Really?
No, not maybe the leader, but he's going to be quite vocal.
Yeah,
which could put him out.
I think he's in jeopardy. Big time.
Because when he like screamed at the challenge too, everyone's like, "Oh, you're that person."
Okay. This is my trusty walking stick and also my hammer.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a crappy hammer.
So what you're saying is we shouldn't use it?
We should probably find a big rock for a hammer.
So at the moment we have a pretty close group of people here. We realize that we want to keep the group pretty strong. So me, Paul, and Katia have talked about getting Kariana out to try to keep this strong. And then after that, we might try to get Katiana out. So right now, it's kind of, we're all really close, we're all staying close. I feel like nobody wants to let up an inch so that they can't talk behind your back. But it seems to be going pretty well so far. We've had a few seconds to talk, so everyone seems to be on the same level.
We broke up about 5 minutes ago to start looking for the hidden immunity idol, and right before we broke, I tried to bring everybody together and be like, so what do we want to do when, if and when we find one, right? And Neil was like, oh, I think that's the person who finds it, they can decide what they want to do with it. And I was like, okay, that's how you're gonna play.
Exciting. Congratulations, you have earned yourself the right to an extra vote at Tribal Council. This is in addition to your regular vote. No one else knows that you have this advantage. You cannot use this extra vote until Jamie announced that it is activated Saturday morning. If you decide to use the extra vote at Tribal Council, after everyone has placed their votes and Jamie said, I will go tally the votes, you will stand immediately and let Jamie know you want to use this special advantage. You will be instructed to go to the voting teepee, write down the person's name and place it in the voting box. You can choose to vote for the same person or someone different. Wow. That's exciting.
Burn stick. My favorite underdog right now.
The gate's cold. Yeah.
Like, is the game on up there? Even though you're not as worried, is the game going? You guys might be united, but is the game going?
I think there's probably a game going, but so far it's been a pretty united team. So right now I don't feel nervous, and I haven't been catching any conversations off the side that have been making me nervous either.
Well, I'm going to beg to differ that the game is not being played up there. And we are about to find out if I'm right. We all go vote. Carrie, you can go first. Okay guys, once I read these votes, decision is final. Person will be asked to hand in their buff right away. I'll now read the votes. First vote. Carrie.
Carrie, you weren't my first pick, but the rest of the tribe saw you as the right fit. I'm sorry.
Next vote. Carrie. 2 votes, Carrie.
Voting for Carrie. This was kind of the consensus in camp that I was aware of. I also heard that I'm kind of the decoy, so we'll see how it goes.
Next vote. Ryan. Next vote. Carrie.
Carrie, it's nothing personal. It's just that you were sitting with the other tribes and we were a little concerned about your loyalty to ours.
Next vote. And first person voted out of this tribe. Carrie. Carrie? Sorry, your tribe has spoken.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well guys, that one person definitely wasn't in your conversations, I'll say that. That was unanimous, but you won't have that luxury again, so you do not want to come back here. Grab your stuff, see you at the next challenge. Fallen timber. Unfortunately, at this point in time, the game stipulates that somebody has to leave this tight-knit group. Now, 2 of them cannot be voted for. So let me ask you this, Austin. You don't have one of those items. You're one of the 4 who can't. You're obviously, do you feel that you have to play the game a little harder those last few hours than those 2 at this point?
Oh, 100%. You know what? I held in going to the bathroom so much so I didn't kind of leave the group. We all went for water together so that nobody felt sketched out. Like, you really had to make sure that you didn't kind of wander off because you're like, well, what are people talking about behind my back?
Yeah,
you have no clue. So.
Are you still afraid to go to the bathroom? Because I mean, that this is it. After this, you don't have that anymore.
No, I wasn't feeling nervous at all this time, but who knows what next tribal council will bring or next one. So.
Yeah, well, we're about to find out which one of you guys won't be at that tribal council. Again, Etienne, Sam cannot be voted for. The rest of you four are fair game. Paul, you can start voting. I'll now read the votes. First vote, Karina.
She has no idea. That's one.
Next vote, Karina.
I'm casting this vote against you, Karina, simply because the group is going that way, and at this time I need to stick with the majority. Sorry, girl, you're an awesome person to have around. I'll miss you.
Next vote, Paul. 2 votes Karina, 1 vote Paul. Next vote, Karina.
Karina, I'm voting for you because you were the one who did not socialize as much as the others. I didn't feel like your heart was in the game. And, well, I basically told everyone to vote for you. Because you're the first one on my kill list.
Next vote. First person voted out of this tribe, Karina. Sorry, Karina. Need your buff. On your arm. Thanks to Karina. Your tribe has spoken.
Bye.
I think that the main purpose was to raise money for kids, and I think I did that. That's it. So I feel great.
This actual challenge is actually sponsored also by John Smiley. He's got M&M packages for everybody with his face on it with the thumbs up. All right, are you guys ready?
Woo! Yeah.
For immunity, go.
You're right there. Right there you go. Come right back to my voice. You got this. You got this. You're about 25 feet. You got lots of room.
15 feet. Keep going. 10 feet. Keep going. 5 feet.
Stop. Paul Kilmer working on the puzzle. Blindfolds off. Bearberry working on the puzzle. We need that cube. Burnstick, you're not out of it yet. It could take time.
Shut up. Shut up. Bearberry, but Burnstick, slow start, fast finish. In the end, you got the cube. That's all that matters. So congratulations, guys. A much-needed victory for Burnstick. The other two, Bearberry, haven't seen before. You're gonna get your first date with me. Reminder: necklaces no longer in play. Fallen Timber, we just had a good chat. I guess we have more to talk about. And we will see you guys all soon. Head back to camp. Thank you.
So, Bearberry, first time talking to you guys. You guys had quite a good run. Even in that challenge there, you guys were in the lead. Everything seemed to be working, and just the puzzle handcuffed you. Yeah, well, it sounds like you guys have done well in challenges together. You guys are getting along, you're setting up challenges, you're eating together, you're not going to the bathroom together. You're doing everything a tribe you'd want to do. Now you're about to do the one thing a tribe doesn't want to do. One of you 6 are not going to be in this tribe very long. Let's find out who that is. Katie, you can start the vote. All right, guys, once the votes are read, decision's final. You'll be asked to hand in your buff right away. I'll now read the votes. First vote, Susan. Next vote, Susan.
Susan, you basically told me that if you could, you'd vote me out. So I think it's time for you to go home to your 1.5-year-old.
Next vote, Neil.
Okay, Neil, this one's for you. I have no idea, I seriously have no idea where everyone else is voting. I just feel like maybe you're the odd one out right now. So, cheers.
2 votes Susan, 1 vote Neil. Next vote. Susan.
I vote for Susan. We had her in our mind from the beginning of this when our group came together, but we came to really like her, so this is actually a really difficult eviction. So Susan, it was good to get to know you.
Next vote. And first person voted out of your tribe. Susan.
Voting for Susan. Not much strategy talk at camp, but that's all we got at this point, so hopefully keep winning, but sorry Susan.
Susan, I'm sorry. The tribe has spoken. Well, guys, the tribe that claimed unity was unified for all members but one. The person who thought she might get blindsided apparently was. You guys looked aligned amongst the 5 of you, but trust me when I say that's probably not going to last forever. Grab your stuff, head back to camp. Fallen Timber. You're about to become a group of 4, so let's see who that person is. Paul, you can go first. All right, guys. Once I read the vote, decision's final. Person will be asked to drop off their buff and leave immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Sam.
I'm voting for you because, well, you're not me.
Next vote. Etienne.
This has been a really hard vote. I'm gonna go with a Chen. I really hope the rest of the tribe is voting this way. I'm not 100% confident. Here we go.
Next vote. Sam.
Good night. And good luck. Bang. That's 2.
Next vote. Etienne.
E.T. go home.
2 votes Sam, 2 votes Etienne, 1 vote left. Next vote. The next person voted out of this tribe. Etienne.
Etienne, it's nothing against you. I love you, buddy, but I feel you're too smart in this game, so gotta get you out of here early.
Etienne, take your buff. Sorry. The tribe has spoken. Put that way. Well, guys, not as unified on that one. I'm sure you guys have some discussions that need to be had when you get back to camp. I know you're tired and exhausted, but we're only getting started. See you guys soon.
To keep the contestants on their toes, the tribes were rearranged, mixing up strategies and alliances. With that, the tribes dove straight into their next immunity challenge, where Burnstick came out on top.
What you gonna do? Yeah, we weren't expecting merge.
No, not at all.
Like we've
No.
been just talking about it.
We were expecting it tomorrow morning, I think. if
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
We
we
were
all talked
expecting to just watch the stars with
Yeah,
our,
right.
with our tribe.
Well, you are
Did
going to
you
watch
guys
it with
put
your
all this
tribe.
here? What our new tribe?
new tribe.
Yeah.
I think we have a good mix in the new tribe. I definitely wasn't expecting another competition tonight. We were kind of getting ready to settle in with our 5, but how we merged, it's pretty good. That old burn stick still has 3. Seems like we were able to possibly pull a couple people, so we might still be in the majority, which is nice.
It's good. I don't really know where everyone's head's at, so it does scare me a little bit. I was pulled aside and they said I was okay, but still you're always a little bit weary when you don't know what everyone's thinking, or if I walk away by myself, what they're going to say. Like, I'm an easy target, so I hope that's not the case.
Fallen timber. Some old bearberries, some old burn stick. Members of their old tribes, are you seeing people walk off and go, why are those two walking off together?
Old tribes, new mixes. You know, it's definitely things are probably going to be shaken up today, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, I don't doubt that things are going to be shaken up. They constantly are in this game. Right now might be a difficult vote, but it's going to happen whether you want to do it or not. One of you 7 will leave this game. Brian, you can vote first. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Sarah.
If I make it past this one, we're gonna have some fun. Yeah. It's 3.
Next vote. Paul.
Voting for Paul. Hopefully I'm on the right side of the numbers tonight.
Next vote. Paul.
Paul, I have a feeling I'm on the wrong side of the vote tonight, but I'm hoping I'm not, and that I hope your ankle feels better.
2 votes Paul, 1 vote Sarah. Next vote. Paul.
Paul, I tried, but at the end of the day, it's about my survival and not yours.
Next vote. The next member voted out of this tribe. Paul.
This is a super hard vote, Paul. I hope your ankle feels better.
Sorry, Paul. Your tribe has spoken. Thank you. Out that way. Well, you guys speak a lot about division, but that was pretty unifying. You guys need to figure out who and how you're going to better yourself in this game. Sticking together won't work until the end. Enjoy your night. I'll see you later. Head back to camp.
While the remaining tribe members were sleeping, the eliminated contestants competed in a Tower of Hanoi challenge that gave them the opportunity to fight their way back into the game. But only one will rejoin their tribe.
This game is exhausting, but that being said, who's ready for another challenge?
Woo!
Yeah! Well, unfortunately, you guys aren't the ones who are going to be doing the challenge. You guys are not competing.
Okay.
Welcome back to people. From Redemption.
Redemption.
Got one. Susan has a ball. Paul finds the other ball. Good job. And we'll be moving on. You've earned your right to be in this moment. Don't waste it. Go. Don't touch the bail, just look at it. Etienne has a quick look. Paul going for a second look. Paul re-enters the game. Well done.
That was fine.
Good job. That wasn't right.
I know.
Big mistake. Big mistake.
Hey, Paul, come on over here.
Big time. Let's go.
And to make things even more interesting, Paul will rejoin the tribe that literally voted him out 12 hours ago.
Okay, Paul.
Over here.
Good battle. Good battle.
Good job, Paul. You spiked that ball like a champ, Paul.
We don't have anything for you. Go back to your camps, regroup. I will see you soon. I'm sure definitely this tribe, you guys have a lot to talk about. Have a good morning. We'll be in touch.
You also have a good morning.
Look who's back. It's like nothing ever changed.
My Lord.
It's in the tent thing.
Okay. Is somebody gonna bring it back?
Okay,
Bring it
relax.
down.
Good Lord. He's on our team. Inside.
As hard as things get and as annoying as people get, you realize it's for the kids.
So, like, I want another redemption island.
Let me ask you.
But at least I have the best hair here. Sarah is like the one who needs to win because she's the one who's really playing. She's super obvious about it. She doesn't know the hell she's doing, but she's playing. It's kind of sad, but.
We were praying they didn't get put back on our team.
Yeah.
Paul was mad though.
Yeah.
Paul's out for blood.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad Paul got back in.
But he's
actually.
he's strategically important now for their tribe.
Yeah. He is.
Can't get voted out, so now everyone's gonna be like,
trying to make friends with him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Paul.
It's like the best case scenario for him right now.
He like blindsided Etienne, like kind of scared me there. So if he came back, he's gunning for blood.
Yeah, that was like us
For my blood.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
All of ours. Like he's joining up with every other team to get us out.
Yeah.
Well, from our team, from Bearberry, it was a Susan seemed really upset coming into that event, and she really wanted back in badly. So a bit of a sigh of relief when Paul won.
Yeah, the whole Paul thing. I thought it was pretty funny, but I love it. That's even though I don't quite agree with actually our group. They think like Sam saying that she's like, oh, that feels like nothing is done. I totally disagree. I think that is awesome. Like, you know, they voted him out and then he comes back on the next day. They're definitely, you know, and he's immune too, so they got to try to make friends. So I think that was great. I'm excited.
Jacqueline, but we haven't really talked much about voting. I think we're going to wait and hopefully just win all the competitions and we won't have to worry about it. So I think until that point we haven't really made those conversations too much. I think us girls were also trying to do a little bit of an all-girls alliance if we can get further. So if we can make it and not get voted out and not have like a tribal council, then that would be the plan, but just have to see what happens going forward.
They made a bad decision last night. You know, it is what it is, and I think they're going to pay for it a little bit later on in this. But I think for now, you know, came out this morning. I murdered that competition. Like there's no other way to describe it. So picked everyone off. Game continues. Immunity. We're gonna have some fun because I got a couple of questions for these people.
This is going to be a tricky challenge to get us all aligned, but I know Paul's game, and I kind of feel like this is a redemption for me as well as for Paul, so fingers crossed.
We might be looking at Katie, who was kind of with Paul before that, so we'll see how it goes.
With Paul back, I think we all know as a group, if we're still decided the way we were last night, who will go if we go to Tribal Council today. If I'm correct, we'll find out. But right now, I think there's 4 of us on the same page.
There are snakes amongst you in your tribes. To win this challenge, you're going to have to work with one real big one. And a very special award from Crickle Creek, coffee, which will help you guys, I imagine, morning cream, a few other things. Crickle Creek coffee, roasted. So we got immunity up for grabs. We got coffee. A lot of parts to this challenge. It's the beginning of a long day, but worth playing for. Let's get going. Everybody ready to go?
Yeah.
Woo! Woo! Immunity. Coffee. Up for grabs. Let's go.
No, don't get it. Get back here. Back in line.
One on the table, too.
Yes! Two.
How you guys are thinking?
Yeah, kids, go.
Oh, come on.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Go.
Good job there, Burnstick. Mark, careful. Slow and steady. Don't want to be penalized.
Good job. Hey, be careful in the barrel. I'm not good enough. Joel, we need strong hands. These are tough knots.
They're not right.
Get all the way down.
All the way down.
Careful. Hey, we need to get it.
Good job, everybody. Immunity up for grabs. Coffee I'll send with you at the time. Burnstick, very tough loss. You guys will become the tribal council.
We sucked at that.
Yeah.
I think off the get-go, yeah.
Wow. Why?
The puzzle.
We had part of the puzzle flipped the wrong way.
Too many people. We had too many people involved in the puzzle, for sure.
Well, the challenge was a tough one. As a team, we're strong. We're like a muscly team, so we came in ahead to the puzzle challenge, but then we just blew it. Like, it was demoralizing at the end because we probably had a 25-second advantage on the other team to get started on the puzzle, and we were no nearer to finishing it when they finished it. So that was a really hard one because we thought we had quite an advantage.
Yeah, strategy going forward, I think we're pretty solid. I think we're all voting for Sam. It seems to be pretty much consensus, so, but anything can happen in this game, so who knows?
If everything goes as planned, it should be a clean sweep for Sammy. I love Sammy. She's the strong one.
I'm thinking that we're going to have a unanimous vote at our next tribal council and getting Sam out, but I am still a little bit nervous.
Neil and Justin and I, we still have an alliance from our own tribe, and I think we're going to vote Sam out. It seems like Ashley's on board, and it seems like Mateo's on board too.
Burnstick, how is everyone? How are you? Do you still think that, not just yourself, I'm talking with the other members, that it's still an original tribe alliance, or has more people came into, hey, we're now Burnstick, we're playing the game as Burnstick?
I've never felt more at risk in this game until now. There's no telling what is going to come out of this because we are all so new as a group. We were such a unit before with Bearberry, but everybody, like the other ones are saying, got along so well. But that doesn't mean the game's not being played.
This is obviously going to be a long day. Austin, do you guys need a leader? Like, coming out of this, the 6 that will go, is a leader needed in order to move Burnstick to that next level and not come back here again? Does someone need to step up and be that person?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
We have a solid team. We had one moment where we like you're saying, like everybody put their hands in the pot and people should have stepped back. Like I know I'm a pretty physical guy. I can lift bags of sand, but maybe during a puzzle I should stand back and let other people do it.
Well, it sounds like you guys are in agreement then that more unity is needed, more thought as going into these puzzles. Now, the 7 of you might agree to that, but only 6 of you are going to move on in this game. Let's find out who that person who's getting voted out is right now. Mateo, you can vote first. I'll read the votes. First vote, Mateo.
I voted for Mateo. He hasn't really tried to talk to me at all in this game, so I will see you later.
Next vote, Sam.
Sorry, Sam. I have to put your name down in order to get myself into a bigger group here, so wish you all the best.
Next vote, Sam. 2 votes Sam, 1 vote Mateo. Next vote, Sam.
Sam, my vote's for you for no other reason than you are a really strong competitor and you're really in it to win it.
Next vote, and 5th person voted out of Stranded Water Valley, Sam.
Sorry, girl. You just seem to know way too much about this game.
Take your buff. The tribe's spoken. Well, guys, you are unified on what you need to do going forward. You're unified on that vote. Let's see if you guys truly can come together so I don't see you back here again. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Basically, everyone lied to me, and that's the point of the game. I mean, I was lying to other people to try to scheme a way to get someone else out, but obviously my lies didn't work and theirs did, so that's it.
Next, for the immunity challenge, both tribes will partake in a 2-part target challenge. First, they will throw balls at a target, earning them arrows for the second stage of the challenge. Now that the tribes have their arrows, they will shoot at their targets. Testing their archery skills, the tribe with the highest cumulative points wins immunity. Burnstick comes out on top and wins immunity.
Come on in and have a seat, Paul and Timber. Paul is back on the tribe of the people who vote him out, and he's the only one who can't be voted out right now. Did I get that all right? Yeah? Paul, do you feel that they were happy to see you come down that hill and come back on their tribe?
I heard the words.
Yeah?
I had a couple of additional conversations after that, so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What words did you hear?
Well, I mean, I tried to figure out what happened last night because, you know, I was privy to conversations that didn't end up happening. That's what I told you last night with, you know, it's either me or I pulled one off here. I didn't pull it off last night, so you got to get back to the drawing board and figure out where it happened.
Well, like I said, Paul's the only one who can't be voted for at this tribal council. We will call this Paul's revenge, even though it's not, because it seems like you guys have buried the hatchet, which is good. It's a game. You got to keep pressing forward. Things change. Play the next moment. But, like I said, with Paul's revenge, one of you 6 who did vote him out, he will now have the privilege of voting one of you guys out. We will get that vote started, starting with Sarah. First vote, KDR.
KDR, it's either me or you, and I really hope it's you.
Next vote, Siena.
I actually have no idea what's happening in this tribal council, which means it's probably me, but I'm hoping it's not. Sorry, Siena, it's really nothing about you. I have no idea who to vote for.
Next vote, Siena. Next vote, KDR.
It's for KDR, but my message is for Siena. I'm really sorry this had happened to you today. Wasn't in my agenda, but it was in others because you came out swinging last night, and that's just how it is.
2 votes KDR, 2 votes Siena. 3 votes left. Next vote. Siena.
Voting for Siena. I guess the tables have turned.
Next vote. And 6th person voted out of Stranded Water Valley. Siena.
Voting for Siena. I truly hope the team is being honest to me and what I'm hearing is going to happen. Fingers are crossed.
Siena, sorry, I'm gonna take your buff there. Sorry, your tribe has spoken. Well, guys, you've been at a position of 6 of you before. Last time it wasn't with Paul. Let's hope that what you were saying is true, that bygones be bygones. Put that behind you. Your day isn't even close to finished. It's gonna be long, it's gonna be tough, but you're a tribe of 6, and remember that. Head back to camp.
My experience at Stranded has been awesome. It's challenged me in ways that were unexpected, and I've learned a lot about myself. So I've had a great time.
So what I want you to do before we set up is you're going to have 2 people who are, you're strong, you're smart, and you're agile. So pick your 2 agile, line up on your posts, your 2 smart, line up on your post, and your 2 strength, and line up your post. Okay, so you're divided up here. So you got each now, strong, smart, agile. You know what? Forget this reward challenge. Let's just make these your new tribes. This is now Burn Stick. This is now Fallen Timber.
No.
That was the way to do it.
Oh my god, that's so sweet.
Wow. You guys divided up. You guys should be even by theory.
Honestly, this merge right now is probably the best thing that could have happened for me. I have 2 original members of Fallen Timber, and we are all very close together. Me, Paul, and Katie. And then with the other group, I got pretty close to Justin. So I feel like I have a solid group here. Now what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get rid of Jacqueline here, so that we can have our 3 people from Fallen Timber, and we for sure have the people that go on to take out the other 2.
I thought that it would have been a merge into one tribe, and I thought we'd be playing from the back, probably for like the next 2 or 3 tribal councils, but splitting it off this way, Falling Timber actually has a majority for the first time since this game started, and that's super cool because all we've done for the past like 24 hours is just get our asses beat by every other tribe. Katie, Austin, and I are tight. Joel's gonna roll with us. We'll see.
Welcome, Fallen Timber. How's everyone? Good? Good? Everyone's still excited? You're getting a little fatigued? You guys, every time I watch you guys walk in, you guys seem a little slower and a little dry. And it might just be depression from being here too, but I'm not sure. I've talked to many tribes and leaders have everyone saying, you know what, no, there's no leader. Is there a leader amongst you 6?
It's really hard to say. I think we're pretty even at this point. Yeah, no real leader has stood out to me at this point.
Is there any chaos in the tribe, Justin, or?
No chaos really. I mean, I think obviously it was a shock. You know, Jocelyn and I are on our 3rd tribe, like, you know, bit of an identity crisis, but other than that, yeah, I think it's just a shock initially, and then you kind of see who you're teamed with, and you know, much like the last time we mixed it up, you know, I looked around at the group that we had, and you know, I was really happy with the group we had, so we won. So
Yeah, and like I said, you've been on 3, Jacqueline 3. I imagine everyone's been on at least 2. But in the end, the only tribe that matters right now is Fallen Timber. The only matters is the 6 of you, and that one of you 6 will now be eliminated from this game. Let's find out who that is. Austin? If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. First vote. Jacqueline.
No hard feelings this time, actually. Still a blind side, though. Have a good night.
Next vote. Katie.
Katie, nothing personal. You're super sweet. It's just your time to go.
Next vote. Jacqueline.
I'm flying solo, and I think this is how everyone's voting, but it could be me.
Next vote. Jacqueline.
I'm going to vote for Jacqueline. Sorry I didn't get to know you much. And good luck.
Next vote. And 7th person voted out of Stranded, Water Valley. Jacqueline.
Sorry, Jacqueline. In order to keep my game strong, I need to have a strong final 3 that I can trust. You're a part of the other half that we're hopefully going to get rid of, and hopefully this helps my game out.
Sorry, Jacqueline, I didn't take your buff. Your tribe has spoken. Thank you. Well, Fallen Timber, once again, it looks like we have a unanimous vote. And I think that just means that one of you 5, if you come back here again, needs these hidden immunity idols probably more than you even know. Head back to camp, continue to search. I'll see you soon.
Experience has been absolutely amazing. Like more than I ever could have expected.
Okay, on hot days like this, water is obviously a very important thing to have. You've been drinking it, you just played in it, now you're gonna learn to transfer it. Ready? Go! Both tribes moving well, spilling a little, but nothing too bad. Pace by Justin, good pace by Ryan. No balls out yet. Smart strategy. Grab the ball and head back.
Nice job.
Hey, get in. Burnstick needs to get this one. Raymond is correct. I know it sucks. That was close. Great try. But unfortunately, I will see you at Tribal Council. There's no way around that. Grab your stuff. Head back to camp. We are going to have a good conversation in just a little bit. See you soon.
Last cup was 3, so we had to run one more time to get it.
Yeah.
They didn't have to do that.
That would have been the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Ashley and I have been like ride or die since the beginning. Joel unfortunately is on the other tribe now, so I can't rely on him anymore.
In the last hour, I've gone from having this game in hand. That merge killed me, dead. If we do the merge and Austin and I switch, I have control of that tribe up there. Jackie, poor Jackie. I like Jackie.
Yeah, I wonder who voted for her.
All of them.
Oh,
Justin wouldn't have, but
you think it was
Austin would have jumped over. Justin wouldn't have voted for her. Austin would have jumped over it with ease.
Neil, that might be up for grabs, which kind of pains me because he is my ally and he's from my original tribe. But from mixing it all up throughout the whole time, I have to look after my own game. So
stick together.
And see,
And
he
now
told
Jacqueline's
Kenny,
already gone.
when he told Kenny G that he was taking her to the end.
Yeah. Well, he told me, he's like, oh, Kenny G's like, I don't really care about, he's like, Kenny G's kind of just like floating around for right now.
Does she know?
No,
that?
I didn't say that there.
You need to let her know that because she thinks that they're like, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
No, Mateo will float with us right until we cut him at 6.
Yeah.
So okay.
That's
okay.
true.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
No, that sounds
Okay.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. That sounds good. Oh.
So, do you want to talk
Kenny
to
G's coming. Yeah, she's coming right now. So we'll tell him Ryan.
We'll
which
tell him
makes
Ryan.
sense
I've given
as
you
well,
guys
I
my
believe.
word too after, and I've never really officially given him a word.
No.
so-
Well,
Okay.
and yeah, I think that. I mean,
because there's going to be too many guys. Like if they vote out Katie, say if we do go
that's
do
the
another
other
thing,
thing. We need to get a guy
We're going to be
out. It
us
has
three.
to be a
That's
guy.
it.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
It
face
has
you
to
know?
be a guy.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
has to be a guy.
So I hate to
The 3,500 advantage. Basically, anybody who raised over 3,500 in this game was entered into a draw. The winning person was able to pick any point in the game starting Saturday morning to vote a second time. That's what it was. Neil won it, waited till now to use it. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote, Neil.
Sorry, Neil. Things just weren't working out for you.
Next vote, Neil.
I'm not sure what is going on out there, but everyone's looking at each other, and I think this might just be, it's going to be a really close vote.
Next vote, Ryan.
I picked Ryan. Sorry, buddy, but I think there's something going on, and I think I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I know you're saying Sarah, but yeah. But it's been awesome playing with you, Matt. I'm really sorry to do this.
2 votes, Neil. 1 vote, Ryan. Next vote, Sarah.
Sarah, if what I'm about to do works, I'm probably pretty smart. I really enjoyed your company. I didn't know you for very long, and you ended up being the probable number in this one. But I'll save the rest.
Next vote, Ryan.
Ryan, I'm sorry, buddy, but this is what's safest for my game.
Next vote, Sarah.
Sarah, again, if this works out the way it was sort of designed to at the last minute, I just want to let you know again, I like you. It was a numbers thing. You were a number on this one.
2 votes, Sarah. 2 votes, Ryan. 2 votes, Neil. And 1 7th vote remaining. The 8th person voted out of Stranded Water Valley. Sarah.
Voting for Sarah. Saw several side conversations. I had a couple as well, and we'll see what happens.
Sarah, I'll take your buff. Tribe has spoken. Well, guys, unification only lasts for so long. That, once again, is another lesson that anything can happen. Things can change on a dime. And once again, you guys have a ton to discuss. Head back to camp. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all again. See you later.
I didn't vote you out. I voted Neil. I don't even know who I should be voting for at this point. Don't worry.
So there would have been 2, 2, and 2. What would have happened then?
Well, no, because if her and I would have voted Ryan, he voted Ryan, it would have been 3 and 3, tie. Yeah. So had we not switched our vote,
oh shit,
we would have been a tie.
Right.
And then I don't even know what would have happened.
That was like the craziest thing that could have happened at Tribal. I knew Ryan was gonna flip on me, and I told my tribe, I was like, we have to get him now. They questioned, they thought I was kind of being paranoid. I was like, no guys, it's me. It's either me or Ryan today. And they decided to stick with the original plan of voting Neil out, which I was like, no, Ryan's not with us, guys. Like, we have to go now. And sure enough, I read the signs all correctly, and unfortunately, I didn't make merge. I would totally do it again. I loved it. I mean, I'm starving, and I'm not gonna lie, looking forward to a cold beverage.
Now, obviously, as I mentioned at the very beginning, your life in this game is your buffs. So obviously, you guys need more. So we're gonna be switching. Take off those buffs. You can drop them if you want. Yeah, throw them down. You don't have to mix up those tribes any more time. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So Dog Pound again, congratulations on being the final 10, making it to the individual aspect. And since you're here, we might as well already get started with your very first individual immunity challenge.
Members of Dog Pound will compete in a memory challenge. Each round of the challenge will become more difficult as more images are added to the sequence. Wrong answers will result in elimination. Last tribe member standing wins immunity.
Fire was correct. Ashley, you can step back. You are out of this competition. Neil and Mateo, you are out. Those are Maple Leafs. Reveal. We have a maple leaf, 2 boots, and a water. Answer was boot. Down to 2, Paul and Joel. Prepare the 6. Reveal. Joel answers star. Paul answers water. Immunity. Paul. You know, it's good to take a break and have a nice, easy challenge. It's a lot better for Paul on this one, but I mean, that is tougher than it looks, and you guys all did a really good job at that. Come on in, Dog Pound. Grab a seat, 5 and 5. Don't matter where. Everybody really does have a clean slate if you play the game right. You have to learn to adapt. You have to go after the conversations. You have to listen for the ones that are about you. But you have to be aggressive, but you also have to wait for the moment to be aggressive. One of you is not going to get a chance to go forward with that anymore. We know it's not Paul, but let's see who it is. Ashley, you can vote first. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote, Neil.
Bye, Neil.
Next vote, Neil.
Sorry, Neil. You've been a good guy at camp. It's been awesome. It's been fun with you, man.
Next vote, Austin.
Austin, I'm voting for you. I love you like a little brother. It's just this merge just kind of screwed everything up. The merge before and this merge.
2 votes Neil, 1 vote Austin. Next vote, Neil.
Sorry, Neil. Second time's a charm, I guess.
Next vote, Neil. Next vote, Neil.
Neil.
Next vote. And first member of our jury, Neil. Take your buff. Yeah. Yeah. Tribe has spoken. All right, guys. After one of the most ununified tribal council we've had, that is by far probably the most unified tribal council we've had. You're gonna see that with darkness, there's more chances to talk and more games to be played. I'll see you soon. Head back to camp.
Okay, so I made it to the top 10 and I'm really proud of that. This has been an incredible experience. Like I said, I was happy to be in the program. I would do it again in a heartbeat. This is a really incredible experience.
All right, guys, welcome to another immunity challenge. Paul, I will take that away from you. Individual immunity up for grabs. Blindfolds on. Blindfolds don't come off, obviously, until you count down. Katie G was the closest, but she didn't put up her hands.
After some confusion and a review of the video footage, Katie G is confirmed to be the winner of immunity.
Katie, I apologize for any heartbreak there. We didn't see it. You're hearing names. Names are thrown around all over the place all the time. There's no doubt about it. How do you know which ones to believe?
People that are getting taken out are being taken out because they're probably viewed as snakes. I'd rather trust 5 snakes than 4 snakes in the grass. Like, if you guys want to vote with me tonight, the 5 that have our names here, because if I go, you're going next, you're going next, you're going next, you're going next, take out Ashley. Tonight, now.
Why me? What have I done?
You and I haven't talked game at all.
You've been in my tribe for what, 3 hours, 4 hours?
I have the least. I have the least personal back and forth with you, so makes sense to me.
Okay.
So what I'm hearing right now from you, Paul, is that these names that are being thrown out, that everybody's pretty much admitted they're being thrown out. You're saying, you know what? Let's go together and vote Ashley. That's what I'm hearing out of you right now.
Yep.
Yep. Ashley, how would you like to respond to that?
Well, I just don't see why you would throw my name out. I haven't done anything to you. We haven't even talked really yet. I have strong alliances with other people in this group that I'm...
So that's the alliances that are trying to take me out, Austin out.
Well, that's because we heard that you were throwing one of our alliance members under the bus.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Play it.
Well, we heard, Mateo said, that you wanted to take out Joel.
Okay.
So that's why we decided we want to take you out.
That's fair.
Is that a fair statement?
Mateo was also throwing out Ryan's name, though. I did say that.
Okay, well.
It's 5 snakes. 4 snakes in the grass. So you can either, play with people and roll the dice, or, you guys are probably not in a good position either, because they're going to pick you off one by one anyway.
You have truth. You have over-exaggeration. But let's find out where you guys actually are sitting right now. Katie, no vote. Dead. And hidden immunity idol, now would be the time to play it. I'll read the votes. First vote. Ryan.
Ryan, I'm really sorry about this. My mind is absolutely warped right now. What a tribal.
Second vote. Ashley.
If I pull out of this one, I mean, that's gonna be a lot of fun, but I think I'm done.
Third vote. Paul.
Drama.
One vote Ashley, one vote Paul, one vote Ryan. Next vote. Paul.
I'm sorry, dude. I thought we had it figured out, and then you threw somebody's name under the bus and got yourself into trouble. We had final 5, I think, and now we're gonna have to see how the rest of the game plays out.
Next vote. Paul. Next vote. Paul.
Well, Paul, marriage was good, but it's officially over.
Next vote. And second member of our jury. Paul.
Paul, you were fine tonight until you mentioned my name. Enjoy your time on jury duty.
Hey, Paul, need that buff? You try smoking.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, man. Well, everyone, there was a meteor shower last night, but I just saw some fireworks. You guys have a lot to discuss. As this game intensifies, I really cannot wait until the next time we get to chat again. I'll see you soon. Head back to camp.
I caught wind of my name 5 minutes before. That's all it took. So there's a saying, better to die quick fighting on your feet than to live forever begging on your knees. There's a lot of people on that tribe that need to go, and they will. Let's be honest, like, there wasn't a speech crafted. I just started talking, which is like something I'm very used to. So they didn't bite. I even, like, when I was like going through the votes in my head as they were walking through, I thought, let's say hypothetically I can get up to 4. I wasn't getting up to 5.
Welcome, Dog Pound. You guys think you were going to bed?
Oh, no way.
The night is young, Dog Pound. The night is young. It's a beautiful night. It's a little windy, no meteor shower, but we got other events and games to play. So, immunity. It's going to be up for grabs. Katie G, I will take that from you. Once you can't move anymore, you'll be eliminated from the game. Last person who's still able to move and playing in that will win immunity and will become one of the final 7. Worth playing for? Let's get you on your tiles and we'll get started. KDR. Immunity, Justin. Come on, everybody, come back in.
That was a good job, guys. I said that's an interesting game if you've never played it before on the strategy. Takes a bit to figure out, but once you see an opening, which Justin did, he capitalized. Immunity, he is safe for the next tribal council.
Thank you.
He'll be in the final 7.
Good job.
Now you guys have had a long day, I know. Have a good night. All right, guys, I got my coffee, so we're gonna chat. But first, I just want to say again, congratulations. It's one thing to make the top 10, which is fantastic, but the day 3 is usually a big moment too. You guys are obviously know this is the final day. To make it this far in the game means you've had the 2 nights, you've had all the challenges. You're cold, you're tired, you smell, it's gross, you're exhausted, you're hungry. That idiot's drinking coffee in front of me. I mean, I get it. So I mean, it's tough, but congratulations on that. So now I'm gonna bring in the jury. First one, Neil. And then Paul, voted out of the last tribal council. So now that they're here, it's time to chat. So let's go back in time to what was, without a doubt, a pretty explosive tribal council. You leave here, there was definitely some things said, even other people calling other people's names who weren't voted out. You go back to tribe, how was that conversation back there? Tell me about what was talked about. Justin.
Yeah, I think we were, I think the whole evening from before tribal to after, we were all kind of a bit shell-shocked, actually.
In what way?
Well, I think that, Paul was sort of a last-minute decision, but it was very much complimentary to Paul. Like Paul's a player. Paul's a player, and you saw it last night. He placed at the end.
I think we were just happy we got him out.
Like props to Paul. Like he fought back. He fought back once, and no, he kept fighting last night. So.
We also joked he might be coming back.
Yeah.
Ryan, your name was brought up, and Justin uses the words shell-shocked. Would you say that as well?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably possibly me before I heard Paul was the last minute decision. So I guess I survived one more vote.
Is that good to hear, though? I mean, you're basically saying, hey, now we're gonna get Paul, then maybe it's me. Did you address that when you got back there?
I didn't really get too many people chatting with me, so I still think it's me on the block this morning.
Okay. Ashley, you were called out by Paul to try to vote. So let's get your just final thoughts on how that...
Well, I was a little bit just caught off guard because we don't really have a relationship. I had nothing against Paul. I was actually really happy for him to come back into the game. But I mean, we are getting down to low numbers, so, and when you have 5 names in topic and one person has immunity, like there's only a couple more people that you can choose to pick on, I guess. But
snake in the grass.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there is some big moves probably still in this game. We know a hidden immunity may still be out there, but for now, let's at least find out who you're all going to vote for. KDR, you're up first. I'll read the votes. First vote. Ryan.
Wrong side of the numbers this morning. Take care, bud.
Next vote. Mateo.
Voting for Mateo. I think it's probably me tonight, or this morning though. So. Let's see.
Next vote. Ryan.
Ryan, I've tried to keep you informed since day one, almost to a fault, but your time has come.
Next vote. Ryan. Next vote. Ryan. Next vote. And third member of our jury. Ryan.
Ryan, we kept you around strictly for a number, but now we don't really need you, so
Thanks, Ryan. Your tribe has spoken. Well, guys, it appears that Ryan's instincts and perception were correct. I advise you all, if you have those same instincts and perception, to maybe act on them. Head back to camp. I'll see you at the next tribal council.
Overall experience, had a great time. Definitely a lot of fun. It goes by a lot quicker than you think. Sleeping on the floor wasn't that bad.
All right, welcome, guys. Immunity back up for grabs. Justin, I'll take that away from you.
Looks good on you, though, bud.
Okay, this challenge is actually a reward by Gemini Hair Artistry. I think it's dry shampoo, conditioner, stuff like that, so might make you feel a little better. Can't shower yet, but that's probably a good reward. For this challenge, it's cold out, we're shivering. That is going to be tested right now. I'm going to place a pool ball on top of it. If the pool ball falls off, you're out. Justin wins immunity. That was very
Yo, great job. Unreal.
Yeah, good job.
Yeah.
Don't even be angry about that one. That was unreal.
Good job. Justin,
Good job.
I got this for you right here.
Second time.
Congratulations for back-to-back immunity. We'll be safe again. I will say that was really impressive, guys. Feel good about yourselves on that one. But you're not going to feel great for long because obviously we're going back to tribal council and everybody but Justin is up to become the next person to join our jury. Grab your stuff, head back to camp.
Thank you.
All right, final day. Just won my second immunity challenge in a row. Feels really good to have this around your neck for sure at this point. You know, have some pretty solid relationships in this game, so that almost feels as good as having immunity. I haven't really felt in danger at all. I haven't heard my name, but you know, I don't take that for granted. You know, I think there's a top 5. There's a 5 that we have in our head, and there's a 4 from that 5. I mean, that could change. We'll see, depending on who wins immunity. But you know, if something happens before top 5, I've got something in my pocket that might help me out as well. So, yeah, here's to playing the game. Katie R is going to be next to go. She thinks it's Mateo.
Who's going home next? Could be me, could be Austin, could be Mateo. I think there's a strong group of 4 that's probably going to make it to the end. However, I am hopeful that somebody wants to make a big move right now, and maybe the 3 of us underdogs can do a bit of a flip here and get some of the higher ups and make a big game move.
One in dog pound. I'll now bring in the jury. We have Neil, Paul, and Ryan voted out at the last tribal council. Let's talk about actually this jury for a second. In the game, you have to obviously vote out people to further yourself. But then at the end, the power shifts to the jury, who will actually be the ones who determine the winner of this game. Do you guys think about that? Talk about that? Is that in your mind? Ashley, let's start with you.
Yeah, it's definitely in the back of my mind. I've been trying to think about, like, when you strategize about who you think should go out next, you want to make sure that it's somebody that you don't burn too much. because you don't want them to hold that against you if you do end up in the finals.
Austin, it's, as Ashley was saying, that you don't want to burn the bridge. Is that a luxury that you can afford to take a chance on, or you have to do what you got to do for yourself first, and then if that's a benefit, then...
You know, it's definitely, it's hard because you have to make sure to keep a lot of those relationships. With all the changes that have happened in this game, it's been kind of difficult even going back to a place and be like you're so close with somebody, and then the game completely switched over, and you're like I'm still close with that person, but everybody else wants him out. So you're like, I love this guy, but I want to further myself in this game, so I feel like I have to go with the majority and vote him out. You know, like there's not too much you can do if you want to try to move forward in that.
Yeah. Well, you may or may not believe it, but in my experience, if there's a majority votes like we're seeing, there's usually somebody driving that bus. One of you is probably doing it, and the other ones don't know. We're going to find out what's going on next. Katie, you're up. I'll read the votes. First vote, Katie R.
Well, let's hope you don't have the idol. And if you don't, you're just a victim of an alliance that's been together since probably a few hours into the game. Thank you.
Next vote, Mateo.
Nice spelling, guys.
I'm gonna vote for Mateo.
Next vote, Mateo.
Sorry, Mateo. I'm not really sure if it's you or Katie going at this point.
That's good. That's better.
That's not good. Next vote, KDR. 2 votes KDR, 2 votes Mateo.
KDR, next on our hit list.
Next vote, KDR.
Katie, you're last one from my original tribe. Honestly, love you to death, girl. Kind of joined up with the bigger crew to go Final 5 and hopefully a Final 3. So.
Next vote, 4th member of our jury, KDR.
Take KDR, even though I'm pretty sure, positive feeling like it could be me this time, but some people in the group went this way, so I'm just gonna join that snake, I guess.
Katie, take your buff. Your tribe has spoken. Well guys, top 6. You guys might not know it or might not want to admit it, but I'm guaranteeing one of you 6 is dictating this game. Things are about to get fun. I'll see you soon. Head back to camp.
Stranded has been one of the coolest things I've done in my life. I feel so blessed to have been here and made it to the last day. And I'm pretty grateful I get to spend the rest of my Sunday chilling out, eating some good food, and preparing for the week that's probably gonna kick my butt a little bit more than this weekend might have.
Welcome, Dog Pound. Told you we were gonna start having some more fun here, so. Justin, let me take that off you. Immunity back up for grabs. On go. First, you're gonna get a card. Each of you be designated a number. You're gonna take that card, so if you're a 2 of hearts, and you're gonna go find the 2 of spades, the 2 of diamonds, and the 2 of clubs in the forest in this marked out area. When each card you find, you'll rip off the tree when it's yours. That card will have a number on it. So once you get all 3 of your cards, you'll have 3 numbers. Those 3 numbers you're going to use to break that lock over there with a combination code. If you line up, you take the ring out. Then you're gonna run, you're gonna grab the ring, you don't really need to run, but you're gonna come on to this platform. First person to get the ring on the stake will win immunity and is gonna guarantee a spot in the top 5. We also are playing for these lovely gift baskets donated by the Smile Team, Pediatric Dentistry. I have no idea, yeah, but they are actually a really good basket. So lots to play for here. You're gonna get that no matter what because you're my top 6. But immunity is really what matters, and that's what you're playing for. So I'll give you a few minutes to think, and then we're gonna get started. Let's go. Take your card when you find it. People are finding cards. Remember where you're going. I see a lot of backtracking. Joel back with all 3 cards. Ashley, quick work of the lock. Already throwing the ring. Ashley has a big lead, but struggling with the ring toss. Joel wins immunity. You guys are all spread out there, made a good comeback in the end. Joel, congratulations, first time immunity. We know for sure you will be in our final 5 of Stranded Water Valley. One of you 5 will not, and we will find out soon at the next tribal council. Grab your stuff, head back to camp. Look forward to chatting.
I can tell you for sure that there is 3 of us on the original tribe of Burnt Stick. So we are, discussing maybe just saying, hey, you know what, screw it, let's just make us the top 3 and we'll just keep voting people out. So we're in discussion with that. See how it goes.
There's a pretty general consensus that Mateo's going to go. It's kind of the quieter one. We kind of have a pack of 5, but we have a pack all the way down. There's a pack of 4. There's also a pack of 3 going to the end that people kind of know about. So at the moment I'm involved in that, but you never know with this game. It always changes. I feel like the next tribal council is going to go pretty smooth. I did get lucky with Joel and Justin, and we did find the hidden immunity idol at our old camp. So what our plan is whoever wins immunity, somebody else is going to use the idol no matter what to make sure that we make it to Final 4. And then with that, hopefully we can beat out KDG, and all 3 of us make it to the Final 3.
Ashley's watching right now. It's like, okay. I didn't know that you had a deal with Katie, so I was thinking it would be either Ashley or Austin. And the problem is that, I'm tight with Katie.
You said?
But like, I told Katie, me, you, 3. But like, if it was me, you, Ashley, I wouldn't mind either.
I think it kind of comes down to who
wins
You said
immunity.
So for you, you don't have a, like, I'll go with you, but you don't have a pick out of those 3. Yeah.
Whoever, depending on who wins immunity, right?
But I think, well, you know what? Ashley's been closer to winning immunity than Mateo has. Have you talked with Austin?
I haven't talked to Austin. I've talked to Katie.
And what did she say?
I'm looking at the ground. I didn't
Well, then there's 2, and then, or yeah. Yeah. No, he'd have no issue with that.
But we have to play that. We have to play that. Now.
What happens if we just,
Final 5.
what happens if we just waste it?
Do we want to waste it though? Would I rather guarantee my own safety?
Well, but nobody's gonna, like, I don't think any of us are at risk.
Maybe. Well, you're not, for sure.
Yeah. I really don't think you are.
Okay.
I definitely don't think you are. It kind of sounds like maybe Austin could be, but I don't even think you have to use it. Like, I almost think it's better not to play it, and then everything we've said out here is actually true.
That's true. Although someone we might respect the fact that the 3 of us did find it.
This is summer.
Right?
Yeah.
Jointly, yeah.
Could be like a respect
What are you
thing,
guys
right?
doing in your summer?
I don't know.
How would you use it?
Just use it when the votes are being counted. I don't know. This is fun, hey?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Come on, you need faster hands on that.
Oh, whoa. You trying to take out my bottle.
I don't know why we're on that.
Yeah.
Taking out your bottle.
Well, obviously.
Obvious.
Okay, we should have been gone a long time ago.
But you know what? I get when we voted Paul out. I get when we voted Katie.
He's sitting here. He's like, Ashley, me, Joel, final three, and I'm like, yeah, for sure. And he's like,
Okay, well,
yeah.
But at least he's doing something.
Yeah, we'll play that.
And then we have to pick one of you guys.
He thinks we're voting with Austin.
Okay, done. Okay.
All right, guys. Big challenge. Big win for you, Joel. Heading back to camp after a challenge like that, exhausting, tough. Everybody was kind of close in the end. Is there infighting? Is there just something? Give me something.
Yeah, you know what? It's definitely a couple names popping up. I know when me and Austin are sitting together by ourselves and we saw some groups go off, we started going, okay, I wonder which one they're talking about, me or you, kind of thing. So you know, we're trying to strategize on what if we can come up with a plan and the background kind of thing. But yeah, it's a bit nerve-wracking to say the least.
Is that happening a lot, Austin? Those four and
it's happening a good amount. And you know what? They don't go off as 4. They go off as 3 or 2. But at the same time, I'm not going to say that I'm innocent. Like, I've went off and talked to people. Yeah. He's went off and talked to people. When I'm gone, I know that they're talking about me. Like, I went off at the very beginning when we first finished. And the first thing that you can think about every time you wander off is, was this a good idea or not? Like, especially if you're by yourself. With another person.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you've all had 5 different conversations. So let's find out which one of those were actually real. Joel, you can go first.
Good to see you.
I'll read the votes. First vote, Austin.
Austin, sorry, man. But I think it's either going to be you or me.
Next vote, Mateo.
Mateo, all good things must come to an end.
Next vote, Mateo.
Sorry, Mateo. It was fun playing with you.
Next vote, Mateo.
Mateo, you're a wonderful, wonderful person. I'm sorry that we had to take you out, but again, you're a victim of the 4 from the beginning.
Next vote, and 5th member of our jury, Mateo.
Mateo. A daylight come and you got to go home. Love you, bud. Honestly, it was either you or me, and still feel like I have a strong alliance. Hope it's not me. Could be, but I love you to death.
Mateo, take your buff.
Thanks, guys.
Travis spoken. Well, apparently the 5 conversations that Mateo were having were not the accurate ones. I said before that we were gonna have fun. You guys are now my top 5. It's about to get serious. Head back to camp. See you soon.
Yeah, so made top number 6 out of 18, so that was good. I feel really good about that. Made it day 3, that was awesome. I know I can tell you right now, when Paul talked about the snake and the snake and grass, I can tell you 100% that I was a part of that. This experience? Oh yeah, this was amazing. Like, I love the challenges, I love being outdoors. This is definitely my type of thing. Obviously, I mean, clearly if you're in the top 6, you're definitely a strong competitor in this, and I definitely would come back if there was like an all-stars thing or something. I would definitely be up for it. Or if there was, we were talking about if there was like a couples thing too, like husband-wife kind of thing. I know I was chatting with my wife; she definitely would be in for that, and there's a couple of really cool ideas. So yeah, I would definitely be back.
With only Austin, Justin, Katie, Ashley, and Joel remaining in Dog Pound, they move on to their next immunity challenge, involving a mix of mini challenges that will test their endurance, mental capacity, and strength.
All right, get in on your position.
Assume the position.
Feel free to chat if you want. People can drop out, make deals, however you guys want to do it. Be in the middle,
Austin's out. Everybody else can step down now. Austin, you will have a seat on the bales. You are eliminated from this immunity challenge. What does the Latin word rotere mean? How many head of cattle did Raymond Knight own? What word did Raymond Knight coin? Okay, Ashley, you have been eliminated. You can move over with Austin and we'll move on to the third person.
That was horrible.
Keep it above your head. Foot touches, arms come off, hands come off, or you spill water, you'll be eliminated. Justin's out. Joel, yeah, you're good now. Yeah, I know. Justin, you can sit with your tribe. Okay, you two, follow me. Okay, so go down, grab it, press, up, hold.
They can't hear us here if you want to make some sort of deal.
Do you want it?
I would if you're interested in a major shakeup. I could take the bad blame.
What kind of major shakeup?
Can you look at me while we talk about this? Probably the biggest one. We can go another turn and digest it. But I definitely wouldn't vote for you.
Okay.
And it would probably guarantee that you and I, and you can have your pick who number 3 is. We'll go another turn.
It's really like that.
You do like it? You brought the social aspect of tribal council, which is now what I'm thinking about, which makes me nervous about final 3. Like, you and I have won our fair share, but we've also made a lot of friends, which is good. Other number 3 has just won a ton of competitions, and I think between you and me, he's got alliances with everyone that's still left. We've been together for like 80% of the time. I know. You have my word.
Both look great.
Turn it the other way. Do you want immunity? Do I have your word?
You have my word.
So who do we take out?
I'll go with what you want. We'll talk about it after.
How tight are you with Ashley?
She has a really good social game. Why I'm close with her, but in the game wise, I'm closer with you.
Because I think that's who Justin would go if either you or I were voted out, is with her. Which is, he's way stronger than she's been, so he would likely win in the final 3.
Joel! All right, guys, come on in.
Morgan?
Guys, come hop on this bench over here, all 5 of you. And this one here, I gotta get closer to you to talk to you. Let's dive deep into this thing. I'll now first bring in our jury. We have Neil, Paul, Ryan, Katie, and voted out at the last tribal council, our good friend Mateo. So, 5 of you. We have had a lot of conversations lately. Justin, you were in the game half the time, and you sat on the hay bales half the time. There were conversations going throughout the game, as well as conversations at the hay bale. Wasn't there time there to talk? Were conversations being had?
Yeah, I mean, equally so, there was conversations that they could have had as well while they're competing. We were kind of saying, you think they'll make a deal? I mean, I don't know what deals could be made, but at the end of the day, I feel like I know them both well enough to know that they're both competitors, and I know they both want to win. neither of them wanted to be the first one to be like, let's cut a deal. And then equally so, you know, we're sitting back there, and yeah. I mean, there's ample opportunity to talk, but you know, it's not the right time in that position.
Yeah. Well, it's an interesting game because I've heard many times there's too much time sitting around. Now I'm hearing there's too little time to sit around. Either way, it doesn't matter. A person needs to be voted out. I'm hoping you guys had your plans in order as we've talked about before, because right now, one of you 5 will be joining that jury. We will start with Katie and nobody talk.
Should not be happening. Should not be happening. Should not be happening. It's going to.
All right, guys. If anyone has an immunity idol, now would be the time to play it.
Okay, so final 4.
Austin plays the immunity idol. I'll read the votes. Any votes for Austin will not count. First vote. Justin.
Apparently, plans changed at the last minute. You're a great competitor. I honestly feel sick to my stomach right now. We ended up finding the idol together, and you actually just gave it to me before this. And I feel sick doing this. I didn't know this was gonna happen. You're unreal, bud. Love you to pieces.
Second vote. Ashley.
Great game.
Next vote. Justin.
I didn't nearly have enough time to think about this. In the last challenge, Joel presented an opportunity for me to go final 3. He said everyone was on board, including Austin, so I didn't want to be the odd man out. So, I'm sorry.
Next vote. And 6th member of our jury. Justin.
Justin, I feel sick to my stomach, but I've watched you focus too much with Katie and Austin. And I may have everyone coordinated, and if not, I'm dead next time, but I feel like I'm the lone man, and with Katie and I, we had a chance at the immunity challenge, and I think we made a decision.
Justin, I take your buff, please. The tribe has spoken. Well, guys, final 4. Looks like there's a storm brewing. And it's not just the weather. You guys can head back to camp. I'll see you soon.
I'm shocked. I didn't see that one coming, although maybe I did see it during tribal. I thought something was fishy when Katie took forever voting, and she came back in tears, and I knew something was up. We had sort of discussed Austin as a decoy vote, but we all seemed pretty solid on Ashley. We had discussed that for quite a while, and yeah, Austin asked for the immunity idol that we all found together. I had it the whole game in my pocket. That human immunity idol has been in my pocket the whole game, and he asked to use it for this tribal council, and I gave it to him, and I immediately regret it. I knew something was happening at tribal for sure. I could see it in Joel's face for sure. He wasn't being straight with me when I was asking questions. I knew it. I knew it, and I screwed up. We'll see how I vote in the end. I don't know how that's going to sway my vote, but I can tell you this much: Austin will not be getting my vote. So we'll see. But I'm choked. I screwed up. I could have won this game. I would have had the jury's votes. I don't think I offended anyone, and damn.
So starting at the immunity challenge, we made our way down to that final squeeze challenge, and I honestly felt totally comfortable with that, and I could tell Katie was struggling. But between Katie, Ashley, and Austin, I've seen them slip off so many times and talk about going to the final. And I even had that same conversation with Justin, and I was like, there's too many people that are all going to the final. So as I was sitting there, I'm like, this is an opportunity to get somebody that will go final 3 with me for sure, being Katie, and basically just gave her the option to say, I'll let you pick what we do, but I think it's time for a big move, and she was on board. So finished the challenge, came back, and we literally didn't talk about anything. Like, we all sat around in a circle, and until we were at the tribal council, we were in little pockets walking up there, and we were sitting on the bench, and I was looking at Austin like, is this a go? And I hadn't talked with Katie if this was a go, and I'd only confirmed with Ashley that it was a go. So I thought there was 2 votes there, and potentially could be 2 votes somewhere else, and really didn't know until Katie came walking back and was bawling, and I knew that she'd made the vote. So we all went that way, and that's not who I am at all.
I know. I had no idea that you guys had the idol. Did you guys all know? No, I didn't know.
Well, I knew.
It was us 3. We were the only 3 who knew.
And
so you didn't know either.
That's the whole reason I've been doing it, is I've just seen too many him talking about going to the end of people. Yeah. And that makes me nervous. I'm the only, like, I don't know.
Well, because we were talking about it during the game. I'm like, we need to get Justin out next. Otherwise, none of us are going to win if we're up next to him.
That's what you guys?
Before
he got sat out.
We're talking about it.
And then he came to me and he said Austin. And so then I was like, okay, are we voting on
that's
Austin?
Where I heard it from.
Yeah, he told me Austin. And he's like, everyone's on board for Austin. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
Holy shit.
All right, well, let's...
I don't even... I'm sorry, it literally happened at the very end, going up the hill.
No, I knew it was happening.
Okay. Well, I guess, yeah, it was unanimous. You guys weren't happy, eh?
No, he was my best friend in the game.
We went with far with him. Oh my god. I honestly, going up there, like...
I thought, yeah.
Did you tell him after? Like when we were sitting on the bench?
No, he turned to me, he was like, I need the idol, man. It's me going home. I was like, no, it's not. Like, you're fine. But that's the hard part. Like, I knew it was him going home. Like,
whose names were in there? Just me, yours, and his?
No,
just mine.
In there, just yours and his. So he used it to go home.
Okay, well, I don't feel bad about going out then.
Everyone's names in the left. So what do you?
Well, yeah, it's obviously crappy, but he obviously has different views.
Okay.
Maybe I cried that much. You saw me coming out of the thing. I'm gonna be on camera like this. Like, just like ugly cry. Honestly, he was my best friend at the game.
I'm sorry. Hey. Yeah. You okay?
Yeah. Can you just stick to your win?
Sorry?
Can you stick to your win?
100%. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. Like we've talked, you just have to separate the emotions from it, right? And I mean, it was a decision made in the heat of the moment.
Game, but I'm like,
that was the like thing that we were trying to figure out.
Yeah.
I knew it was gonna be hard when we were talking. Yeah.
But the thing is, like last time I was kidding, but this time, like actually, this is a tie. I can't do that again. I honestly, like, this was the 5. This is, like, I loved you guys in the beginning.
Yeah.
This was it. But once you got to the 5, it was like, fuck, we have to see what like we have to like
Do something.
figure it out.
And this has to be the big move, because otherwise none of us would have won this.
Yeah, and that, you said that when we were sitting down.
Yeah.
You're like, big move now.
Yeah. Shoulders.
Joel, what was he saying to you beside you?
It's good for your speech.
Was he just saying that he knew it? I saw him turn to you.
He was asking me, and he's like, he asked, is I voting for you? And I said no. And
Then he turned to you and
then he said, who did you vote for? And Jamie was coming, and I just said, you'll find out.
We'll find out.
Sorry, yeah.
That's how we knew, right?
Yeah.
Immunity is going to be up for grabs, and this immunity guarantees you a final tribal council spot. On go, the 4 of you will be locked in a cage. You will use your fingers to maneuver a ball through an obstacle on the side. Once you get around the obstacle, there's a hole. The ball will be brought into the cage. Once balls are in your cage, you can start to use the rope to build a stick. Now you're going to have to build a long enough stick that will be able to retrieve your key. Once you have the key on your stick, you bring it back into your cage. Once in the cage and with the key, unlock your door, free yourself, touch this crate. First one to do that will win immunity and will be a member of our final 3 contestants. Worth playing? All right, one more thing. Other than immunity, this is actually sponsored by Blindside Entertainment, and you all will be going home with a nice souvenir hat. But again, this is not as important as this, so let's get you into your cages, see where you guys go. You guys have sent home 14 other people in this game. Some will say you belong here, but one of you needs to get out and get immunity and get into this final tribal council. You ready? Let's go. Different strategies of moving that ball. Joel making good progress. Austin has the ball in. He's going to start building a stick. He's slow but steady. If a stick does fall off your structure, I will pick it up and bring it back to you because of the wind. Austin has a stick built, but doesn't look that sturdy. Joel making Austin trying to get the key. Austin drops the key. Joel trying to get the key. Joel has the key. Austin has the key. Austin out! Boom! Austin wins immunity! Immunity, Austin, this is for you. This is important. You will definitely be one of the final 3 sitting at the final tribal council for Stranded Water Valley. What we need to do soon is find out who the 2 people will be sitting with you there are. You guys have a tribal council for the 4 of us. Lots to talk about. We'll see you then. Head back to camp. There's your hats too.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
Going into tribe, honestly, it's a toss-up right now. I don't know. I love these guys. It's a hard one. Right now I'm just looking at who I think I could get the most votes from the jury. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I have no idea. But he played a really good game.
He did play a really good game.
Who? Joel played a great game. But like when he came over to our side, he had no friends really.
Yeah.
But that's just because he was split up with his group.
Yeah.
Like then the other 3 people went to the other tribe.
Right.
But that means that 3 people where he was the closest to are all on the jury. Like he's probably close to Ryan. He probably has Ryan's vote. I don't know Ryan at all.
I don't think I would have Ryan's vote. I don't want to like go in it being like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't want to scheme against you guys. You know what I mean? Like.
In the bag, Austin.
I think you do too, to be fully honest. And then pulling out that last win, that's the win that you needed to win.
Yeah. I think that was going.
The
I think
whistle
that you
just
3 had me.
The whistle's here?
The whistle just went off.
Did it really?
Yeah. No feeling, just vote. Take her out. Once it's all done, I think
I just want
to talk to Justin.
I just want to, yeah.
I just want to talk to Justin too.
Hey man, are we cool? Because I feel like crap.
All 4 of us burnt almost the same bridges.
Yeah. That's fair.
Like.
I looked on those chairs and I was like, ooh, like everyone.
I know.
Everyone from Bearberry. Sorry. Not the jury chairs. It was before that. It was like,
yeah. I know. I wish Sarah was on jury. She'd have her back.
I'm very nervous going into this final vote. I mean, good on Austin for making it to final 3. I feel like maybe Joel and I might be hooped here because we have a lot of tribe members from our first tribe that are on juries, so maybe they think that that's a threat. So honestly, I don't even know who I'm gonna vote out. I'm thinking maybe Joel, but then they were just talking about maybe Katie. So honestly, I'm not 100% sure yet.
So, how are things?
Not
How are,
great.
what's that?
Not great.
Why is that?
Tension's really high.
Tension between everybody?
Everyone.
Yeah, explain.
It's just really stressful. I think everybody doesn't, well, maybe not Austin because he has immunity, but the rest of us are like not feeling really great going into this.
Yeah. We had a big last tribal council and nobody's feeling good about it.
We've been.
No.
Yeah, I don't even think you've looked over that way since you said that down here.
No.
Are you feeling the same thing as the rest of them?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's really hard. And actually, we didn't have much time, or else I may have given a heads up or anything like that, because we have so much respect for him as a person, and we became really close friends, and that's the name of the game. And
yeah, that is the name of the game.
You go into a challenge, and at the end of the day, it's a hard decision to go in there, and you have to think of the outcome and who's going to win, who might not win, and what's going to be the final challenge. And in my head, that I couldn't beat you. So.
Okay, well, let's find out exactly how you 4 are feeling. Joel? All right, guys. I'll read the votes. First vote. Ashley.
Ashley, we started at the beginning, but I obviously can't do anything with Austin having immunity, and Katie and I had a deal when we finished that last immunity, so I'm sorry and wish you all the best. Other side of the coin, I could be blindsided right now, and I'll be wishing myself the best.
Next vote. Joel.
Joel, I'm so sorry. Like, oh God, it sucks.
Next vote. Ashley.
Ashley, you're an amazing player, and it was really fun playing with you. I hope the best, and I hope we can be friends back in Calgary.
Next vote. And last member of our jury, Ashley.
I love you to death. We said that we're choosing who we think might be able to beat you on the sidelines, don't know a lot of your friends, so I feel like you may have a better chance against me. Everybody has a pretty good chance, but I feel like you're the biggest threat.
Take your buff there, Ashley. I'm sorry. The tribe has spoken. All right. You guys are my final 3. We have one more tribal council to go, but this time all the power shifts to these guys, as the 7 of them will decide your fate. They'll have a tribal council. I'm sure they have a lot they want to discuss with you, but those 7 will decide who the winner of Stranded Water Valley is out of you 3. Grab your stuff. I will see you soon. Have a good day.
I was definitely thinking it was going to be between Joel and I, because we had a couple of our first tribe members from our first in our first alliance still on the jury, so I definitely thought it'd be Joel or I. I thought maybe Joel would be going just because he definitely like won more stuff than I did. Like I didn't win any like separate immunities and stuff like that, but he did. So I thought maybe, but at the end when we were walking up, they were all whispering, so I was kind of like, well, chances are it's me. And honestly, I'm really proud of myself for even making it as far as I did, to be honest. It was a crazy experience, way more emotional and stressful than I ever expected. I would 100% do it again in a heartbeat. And when I vote for the winner, I'm definitely not gonna have hard feelings.
All right, I'll now bring in the jury. Neil, Paul, Ryan, Katie, Mateo, Justin, and voted out the last tribal council, Ashley. So guys, tribal council a little different this time. I'm used to doing the talking. These guys now are going to do most of the talking, and you guys are still going to be answering. But what they're going to do is I'm going to call them up one by one. They're going to stand on this mat, and they're going to address you, whoever they want, however they want. But before we do that, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to just say why you deserve to win this game. Starting with Joel.
Great. In my 30 seconds, I'll just say I came in here basically looking to align with some people probably about halfway through. I wanted to build friendships, and as we did after the merge, my whole goal was to win more and more competitions so that I wouldn't be voted out and hopefully have some power to align with some people. I got in with a solid 5, and on the last immunity challenge, we orchestrated a super tough decision, but I think that's the sole reason I'm here right now.
Okay. Katie?
Hi guys. So obviously when you think of me, I'm the person that's jumping around camp and making jokes all the time and being that fun-loving person, putting hot hands in my bra, but I'm also very adaptable, and that's what you should think of me as. Is I came into this game not knowing a single person, as everyone else was as well, but I'm a very good reader of people, and I aligned myself with exactly that. I got split up to different tribes, and I was always the minority. I continuously decided to find people that I could trust, and I did just that. And it wasn't just from the first tribe, it went to the next tribe, and I was constantly looking at my people from the other side to make sure that they were okay. When we merged, can I keep going? Like a little bit.
That's your time.
Oh, no.
Okay, you get one last comment.
One last comment?
Yeah.
But not only that I'm adaptable, when you say the head of the snake, I feel like I was almost that, because I felt like everyone was coming to me to see who was being voted off at that time.
Awesome.
Hey guys, I came into this game knowing that I need a big social game. I talked with a lot of you here. Starting off, I knew that we had a pretty sweet tribe, and I knew that everything was going to kind of get flipped around. We came out and we didn't do too well at the beginning, and when things got flipped around, I ended up with someone who I wasn't as close to, and was lucky enough to align with some amazing people on some of the other tribes, and they all carried me up through the game. And I didn't get to see them long because, again, we flipped right back over again. I had to chat with a lot of people. I knew that my name was being thrown out a few times, but in the end, like, I honestly, when I told you that I didn't find the hidden immunity idol, I didn't at that point. When I said that you weren't being voted out, I didn't at that point. Things changed at the very end that I was told about at the very end, and that's how things escalated.
Okay. All right, guys, now comes the fun part. You 7 have heard the case. In your own heads, I'm sure you've made the case. You guys now have all the power. You will now vote for the person, and I repeat, for the person you want to win Stranded Water Valley. Ashley, we're gonna start with you. All right, guys, I'll now read the votes. Remember, you want to see your name on these cards. First vote, Joel.
I'm voting for Joel, even though I felt like we kind of had a deal maybe with the three of us. I still think I respect the competitive drive, so that's why I'm voting for you. I can't vote for deceitfulness, so that's why I'm voting for you.
Next vote, Katie G.
The only time I've lied to you in this game is when I told you I would never write your name down.
Next vote, Austin.
Voting for Austin. I think they all played some pretty good games, but Joel and Katie were maybe foot soldiers and weren't making the big moves. Austin definitely had some big plays in the game. So.
Next vote, Joel.
Joel, you're getting this vote today because you were the one and only person sitting on that bench that was 100% honest to me. Thank you for that.
Next vote, Katie G.
Annie G, you were right. We did play a very similar game. I thought, had a pretty strong alliance. It kind of bums me to hear that you did have a final 2 or 3 deal with Joel and Justin, and I wasn't a part of it, but I do want a girl to win, so I'm voting for you.
Next vote, Austin.
Votes for Austin. Sleazy game. Just so much fun to watch, though. I think you owe me a beer after this one, but we can talk about that later.
2 votes Joel, 2 votes Katie G, 2 votes Austin. I have 1 vote remaining. Final vote. And winner of Stranded Water Valley.
It's not because, in the spirit of the game, because it's Survivor and it was a real game out here. This was incredible, and being a part of it, I have to vote for the person who played the game the best.
Austin. Well, folks, it looks like Austin is our champion. but the kids, they're the real winners. On behalf of Blindside Entertainment, I'd like to thank Kids Up Front for everything. We had 18 contestants, 3 tribes, 1 great cause. I'll see you next time.